Okay, oh, it's Lansbury.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
Okay. So why? Okay, what's he up to? Lack of sleep? No surprise. Hmm? That's wine. If it was blood, it would be brown. Okay, anything on his coat? Oh, there's lapel. Headache pills. I think he's got a hangover. Ooh, a gun. Ooh, we better watch in a good mood. That's that. You call that a good mood? I'll be worried if I saw a gun on the table. I figure, right, this guy might be a bit upset. Ah, I think someone's had a fun day. From the Robin family. Inspector Lazard. Lazard is exhausted. He didn't sleep well last night. He has been drinking wine. Now he has a headache. Clearing his gun suggests that he's in a good mood. He keeps a lady's perfumed handkerchief as a memento. Mrs. Robin, the wife, oops, the wife of the British consulman, might be connected with Lansbury's present condition. Okay. Iron Dictionary. So nothing for me to work with. Okay.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonorable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
He got caught. It seems the good inspector was in some illicit.
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being.
Yep, I've obtained the search warrant. Right, my next stop is the club. So let's look into this club and find out what's been going on. But, yes. Naughty, naughty, Inspector. I think you could be in massive trouble for this. But I love it. Holmes has found a way to get over on him and says, right, you're going to have to behave or I will get Sir Robin to get a hold of you. Clever. I admit, that was clever. That was clever. Give you one for that, Mr. Holmes. I'll give you one for that. Oh, come on. I mean, back in them days, if you did commit adultery, it was a very serious offense. And in Victorian times, especially for women, if they lost their status because of adultery, oh, it was never pretty. It wasn't because, you see, back in them days, if, you know, if there was such things as scandal, it would rock your status big time. I'm not kidding, it would rock your status big time and you could lose your position in the in high society.
But where is the statue?
Right, let's see you.
What an abominable crime.
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key.
but I do protest.
Protest all you want, Sir Charles, but there's something going on
Yeah,
here. This doesn't
exactly
seem
right.
right.
It's quite
Something's going on.
suspicious here.
Why won't the police say?
Okay, into the house we go. Now, quite fancy, I gotta admit, but let us begin with a look at the photographs. There's old Queen Vicky, one of the longest reigning monarchs. Well, one of them until Queen Elizabeth II took the title. But ooh, what's this?
Zacharias Greystoke.
Sakura Greystone.
I wonder who this man is.
Hmm.
It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club.
So we know two of them, but we don't know the third one. Oh,
Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament.
nope.
The
Oi, oi.
photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it.
Oh, something is amiss, huh? Interesting. There's Queen Vic. Wood. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? In the old times, we didn't have gas. They didn't have gas power. They had wood fires, and wood fires tend to last longer than gas, cause they could heat up a good portion of the room pretty quickly. Anyhow, let's look at this place. What do we find here? A letter. James Ness and Sons, Jewelers, Sir Charles Dillon. We acknowledge receipt of your item, nearly 458 gems of for grams of solid gold. Ooh, that's a lot of grams. Like Monday, gold doesn't lose its value, but but back in them days, gold was very, very lucrative. Very lucrative. Anyhow, back to reading. A part gold gentleman statue. We've agreed to purchase the items. As will be paid within 48 hours from the receipt of this letter. Although this transaction is entirely legal, we do assure you that it will remain confidential. Right, so could I be suspecting some money laundering going on here? Now what's this one? Dear Sir Charles, please advise we have successfully transferred a new what? Trench to your club's account. However, the payment period has been reduced to 1 month and a sum of credit of £1,000. Wow. Due to previous overdue amounts. This is from a bank. Now, let me put this in the contents for anyone who is a bit confused. In Monday times, £1,000 is still a lot, but not to Monday standards. However, £1,000 back in the Victorian times, however, now that was expensive. To put it bluntly, it's the equivalent of what our millionaires have today. That's right. Because if you go by exchange rates, that £1,000 would probably have tripled or quadrupled depending on, exchange rates and the time and all that. But yeah, £1,000 back then in the olden times was pretty expensive. So whatever's been going on in this club, I got a feeling there was some money laundering that needed done to pay off a bill. If you wish to renew your account, you should contact the bank manager directly. Signed, Mr. Black, bookkeeper of Lloyd's Bank, which is actually a proper bank here in England. Perform analysis. Gold statue, the key. So, I will have to perform analysis when I get back. Ooh, what's this?
Charles Yellingham has a large family.
There's a large family. An hourglass, pen. Oh, no photo.
The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson.
of Lord Stevenson.
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard.
So he was a captain of the guard. Oi oi. More letters. For Mr. Oliver, the company director of the royal parties, to the organization, the awards ceremony for our bowling club most recent competition, to the esteemed of the requirements of our for guest night. 20 cases of champagne, dinner for 40 reserved from restaurant, local music establishment, provide entertainment, okay. 30 flower arrangements for table decorations, invitation cards for guests. I know this will be quite extravagant, but please do allow me the period of grace to settle the payment. As I recall, you were also generous grant on the previous occasion. Thanks for your advice. Thanks to you in advance. Okay, so someone owed money, and they were going to do a extravagance for the tournament. Okay, and what's this one? Another bank one. To Sir Charles Yedlin from Burtley Lovelace, Chief Accountant of Lloyd's Bank. Dear Sir Charles, our records show that you are once again late. This is for the fourth time. Wait, he's been late fourth time? In paying the credit you have with our house. Any delays in payment results in a fine of £7.10. Sorry, 10 shillings. Now, unlike one day, we don't have shillings. We have like pennies and well, we call it shrapnel here in the north. But shillings basically was like the common currency for most people. Pounds was like of the rich. If you had pounds, you were loaded. After studying your proposal, we agreed to seize part of your club's collection in payment of the credit, which will be sold in a private auction to raise the monies will be reserved against your credit account. Oh, so we're going to take stuff away from the club to pay for the credit. Alright.
Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank.
And trust me, back then the bank would make damn sure you paid. So I'm just checking if there's anything. Oh no, it's white. So that means there's something else we're missing. Right. Okay. So he's owed money from the bank. Interesting.
The late Mr. Bromsby's collection.
Okay.
The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection. The
Okay.
late Mr. Smith's collection.
Okay. Ooh, what's this?
The late Mr. Sutherland's collection.
Yeah, a sword and a gun. A little bit worrying.
The late Mr. Roberts' collection.
Okay, we'll look at the collections. And
This
that's
metal
one big
globe is
globe.
very impressive.
Oi, oi. Some pieces are missing.
Bits are missing. Some bits are missing.
Hmm. Oi, oi, oi. What's that? Just can't get to it at the moment.
These antiques look quite valuable. It appears that it's
Guatemala.
part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune.
Well, of course, like I said, was valuable back then. It still is today, but
This
it's
piece has been
back then it was even
cunningly
more.
and intentionally cut. These
Hmm?
trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
Right. So, Sir Charles was alone. Includes debts. No, that didn't count. So he's not part of. Oh, there we go. So Charles desired Stokes' death in order to obtain the collection. So Charles could sell any contained. Okay. I think there was debts that he had to pay. So back to the clues. Nope. 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 Hmm. There's the big question mark, but where is it? What is it though? We don't know yet. Let's nope. Okay, so we found some of the clues. I know I got to go back home and try and figure it out what the hell we got to look for. Aha. The post office. Idlin. As I said here in front of everyone, you cannot give away this calendar. I want to study it. We have discussed this matter before. The awards ceremony, I have already warned the others of this. Ah, Zachariah. So he didn't want to give it the calendar. He wanted to keep it and study it. So we got the gold statue. Dialogue. Form analysis. Dialogue.
A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim.
Right, so we got another diagnostics. So, Greystone's visit and the mine calendar. No, it's not. Nope. And Sir Charles were alone. Okay. Sir Charles had time and opportunity to be prepared for his victim's visit. Hmm. So not the match, not the match, non-matched. Okay. So he had time for the visit, so he was aware he was on his way. But that photo has probably got some clues which I'll have to look into. But why did he not want to give it to these collections? I mean, some of these could be worth a fortune, but apparently that was the only one. Hmm. Okay, for some reason I can't get to this one. Either it's an awkward angle or what. Hmm. Alright. So we're starting to get a little bit of a picture here. There's some debts going on. So let's talk to the good man and see if he knows.
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
Uh. Uh. This one.
But in fact, you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
Okay, so he's kind of a bit jumpy on that.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
All the items are from our club members.
Okay. Yep. Excuse me for a minute, guys. Sorry about that. I had a phone call right there, but I got it sorted. Right. Only items were from club members. All right. So postal donations.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
Hmm.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
So basically, anyone who dies, they gotta give their gear. Yeah, I'm not buying that for a goddamn second.